Hi, it's Lynn again. I was planning to do this video this morning because I want to do the white mark making on this canvas. Here comes Max because he likes to be around me when I'm painting. Such a sticky beak. Oh my goodness. I've got a pot of white paint here. So I just wanted to do some white mark making. Max, can you get your bottom out of the way, please? And I had planned to pause the video and then come back when the white was dry and do the glazing because it's quite late. So what I'm going to do is the white mark making, and I'll just put that up as a separate video. And then in the next couple of days, I'll come back and do the glazing. And I might also go in and do the still life or whatever I'm going to do. So hello, Max. My name's Lynn, by the way. I started doing this YouTube channel, I think it was in December, because I wanted to try a lot of different processes and different ways of creating art. And I just thought if I videoed it, that I might inspire someone else, because I had not done art. I've been very sporadic with it over my life, but it was always something that brought me a lot of joy. And I just really wanted to really get stuck into it. I'm semi-retired and I have more time. So I've discovered this process, which I'm really loving at the moment. And I just thought it would be a good idea to show people. It's very, very simple, but it's also a lot of fun because there's a lot of steps to it, which is something that I really like. And you can't make mistake. Yeah. If ultimately you don't like what you've done, you just keep going and you just change it. Which I guess is like with any painting. You can just keep painting over it. Anyway, this also has the texture from that I guess so experiment, and it's been put over an older painting. So what I wanted to show you today was just the mark making. And you, like with this was just a piece of computer print paper, and you just fold it, cut little holes out of it, and you've got something like this that you can use the whole of. I wouldn't, this canvas is too small, so I would just use part of it. There's bubble wrap. Somewhere I've got some bigger bubble wrap, but this size will be fine. And I just use a brush. If you're going to do a big area, you can use a roller to put the paint on it, but I just use a brush to put the paint on here, and then I use one of these rollers just at the back. I will do it. I've also got these nifty things that I found, and they're great. On such a small canvas, I'm only going to do half of them, so I will just actually use a brush to put paint on, you know, like half of those bumps and half of the rollers. And just do a little bit of that. I've got some alfoil, I've got a cork, I've got a couple of spatulas. So I might just get stuck into it, and you can watch, and then I'll just let it dry and come back in a couple of days. Okay. Turn that round so you can see what I'm doing. And I will start off, I think. I might just do a little bit of this. We'll just start up with this up in the corner. You can buy stencils. I have purchased, I'll show you in a moment, some from Officeworks, which is a big office supply, art supply place. They sell office furniture, computers, printers, all that stuff. And they have a variety of different packs, and you get 3 sheets. Here we go, there's the start. You get 3 sheets in one pack. Now, I've already torn this off another day, so I'll just put this little bit over here. And I'll do this little one a couple of times. Because I use the white paint a lot, I've actually squeezed, I've got a really big bottle of it, and I've just squeezed it into a little, it's a bit torn, but that won't matter too much. And I'll just put a little bit more up here. You don't have to be fussy with it. It's just all about getting the white paint onto the, now I'll put a little bit of paint on the end of the cork. Repetition is good. So if you, 1, 2, 3, you can use just about anything. I was using leaves, but because it's winter and a lot of our leaves, a lot of our trees down here in Victoria have lost their leaves, that makes it hard. So I did take some from, my daughter's got these really interesting trees with very interesting foliage. And this is what I'm just doing with this. I'm just putting, it's a little bit laborious. If I was doing a larger canvas, I would put paint onto a flat surface and just roll, because they're rollers. I would just roll it on. But because I only want to use a little bit, because it's a small canvas, so it just, this is fine. I'm not wasting paint, and it's a quicker to clean up as well. There we go. Because I don't really want to do it right across. But this is a really interesting mark that makes. I love it. It's one of my favourites. And then this one with the lumpy bumpies is also interesting. And of course, all these marks that you're putting on, you don't see them all once it's all glazed, and then you've done other stuff over the top, or you've created shapes, images in the in what you want to do. There we go. Sorry, it's late and I'm struggling to talk and do this at the same time. There we go. All right. So I might just do a little bit there, and maybe just a little bit there, and a little bit here. There we go. Don't wash those. And I've got a little bit of screwed up alfoil. So just see what sort of marks they make. Just I have spatulas. I'll put the, oops, get the paint off the brush, or I'll make a mess of myself. Oh, I haven't done the bubble wrap, have I? I knew there was something else I needed the brush for. Sorry. Now, after blabbing on about the bubble wrap, I forgot. I just do this with it when it's just a small section that I'm looking to use. Again, it just saves the paint and it saves a bit of time. I just put that on the bubbly bit and then hold that on there, and then just do this and a bit more up there. So you don't need to redo the paint. There we go. I might even do a bit more over there. There we go. Now, there's a bit more. Put over. These were the stencils that I got from Officeworks. I think, what did I choose? It's plastic. It's quite large. This one's got 4 leaves on it. There's another one with 2 big palm leaves. And then there's another one here that has a pineapple, a flamingo, and a flower. But you can get, if you get 3 in one pack, there's a number of different packs that you can get. So if you're doing a big canvas, you can really get stuck into that. What else was I going to do? Oh, just a few little marks with a spatula. Just using the bottom of it. And it doesn't matter if the paint's a bit thick. Just to create lots of different marks. And that's just reminded me as well, something else that you can do is put a glob of paint. I'm going to use the brush for this. Quite a thick area of paint. And you can then use something to make, forks are good, to make marks in it. it's just something different to do. It doesn't matter if you do that. And you can use this little I'm blank, completely blank. There we go, just to do that. This is how I do flower stems and grasses and things when I'm doing floral paintings. It's kind of fun. Lots of different ways to make the marks. I think I'm pretty well done. I think that will do. I think that's pretty good. Hang on, now that I've said that, I might just put a bit more over here, there, and there. Just so there's a bit more light in the corner. And maybe up here as well. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Okay, now I'm done. Now I'm done. Right. So, I hope that's been helpful. Just sort of take it off and show it straight on. It's fun to do because it's, you know, you're not trying to do anything particular but white mark making. And that when you glaze that, the colour of the glaze then goes into the white, and it also changes obviously the colour of the background. You can also, when it comes time to glazing, you can change the orientation of it. I tend not to worry too much about that. I already actually have, because the paint that when I did the writing, it was originally the other way. It was around, yeah. And so when I put the wash on, I turned it around, and then any paint that runs creates more interest as well. So I'll stop the video now. I hope that was helpful. I would love it if you'd hit the like button, and if you want to continue watching the different things that I have a go at, and things I succeed at and things I fail at, please hit the subscribe button. That would be fantastic. I am ultimately trying to get this channel monetized so I can stress less and spend more money on equipment to do the videos, and spend more money on art supplies. So it is I find doing the videos forces me to make sure that I do keep doing the art, because it is easy to let life get in the way, and then like a week or two goes past and you go, oh, I haven't even picked up a pencil and a sketch pad to do anything. So to try to force yourself to do something every day, even if you can just do that for 2 weeks, that builds a habit. So doing these videos, I am trying to do a video every second day to get the habit. So, and then I do find I'll have a bit of a puddle around with something else, like the big painting that I have done, well, not big, it's square, that I painted over something else. That just needs to be finished off. I think I just need to put a little bit more of the dark greeny blue, mixed phthalo green with, I think it was called scuba diver or something. So I just need to put a little bit more of that on, and then varnish it, and then that one, and do the edges, and that one will be finished, and sign it, and then I can show you that as well when I come back and show you the finished, what I've done with this. So what I might do is do the glazing on this and show you that stage, show you the other one that I've done finished, because after the glazing, then yes, I think you definitely need to come back, because I'm not really sure what I'm going to show you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.